Welcome to Framingham High School, a huge Bay State Conference game matchup between the Wellesley Raiders and the Framingham Flyers. I'm Andrew Reynolds alongside Dane Horfisher. Got Nina Edwards on the tip-off for Framingham, and the tip-off is up. And here we are under action for Wellesley Raiders. Moore passes it over to Shea Welburn. Now back over to Moore. Moore looks back to Shannon Welburn. A lot of Welburns on this Wellesley squad. Two of them, both twins instead of sophomores. And a foul is going to be called. And to the line will be Tara Battaglino to the line. Battaglino shoots one. She's got it. First points of the night goes to the Wellesley Raiders. And the second shot is up, and it is good. Both free throws go down for Battaglino.
She's one of three sophomores in the starting lineup for Wellesley.
Yeah, really young team here. Wellesley could see a lot of success in the future. If they're really successful this year, they get a lot of next year. Still young team talent here. To the right into the paint. No good on the shot. Rebound collected by Allie Regan. And it is going to be a foul. She's going to go to the line for two. And a chance to tie it. And we talk about the Regan sisters on this team being pretty dominant. I mean, I have them as always my players to watch in this game. Allie Regan, being one of the top players on this Framingham team, only being a junior.
And two possibly twins on the Wellesley team. The Welburns are number 2 and 3, are both sophomore guards.
Yeah.
They kind of look alike. They could be twins.
Yeah, that shot, the second shot by Allie Regan goes in and out on the free throw and driving in, passing to outside the 3 range. Now back over to Shea Welburn. Shea Welburn, guarded by Galvani. Over to Gerard, and it's going to be blocked. But a foul is going to be called, and then she's going to go to the line for two. Gerard is going to go to the line. 2 shots.
Gerard's one of the 2 co-captains on the Wellesley team, along with number 11, Avery Moore.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, both these players are both of the captains are starting for Wellesley. As the second one, or the first free throw gets missed. We're going to still have a second opportunity here.
They're the 2 juniors
Gerard.
In the starting lineup.
Yeah, we also talked about it before the game, but that third one's going to go down. Second shot's going to go down. 3 points. Wellesley leads 3-0. But, we talked about before the game is that there's really no seniors on this Wellesley team, at least listed. There could be a mistake on the roster, but that was a big shock when I was looking at the roster before the game. That one's going to go out of bounds.
But sophomores.
Yeah, and there's no seniors on this Wellesley team. There's no veteran. I mean, there's probably a lot of veterans on this team and juniors and some sophomores that maybe played as a freshman last year. But Wellesley's going to drive inside. It's going to be poked into the paint. Shannon Welburn drives in, and it's going to be last touched by a Framingham player. Apologies for the disconnection there on the live stream as shot goes up, no good on the layup, and Wellesley gets the rebound. It's going to go off the foot of Gerard, and it's going to be a turnover. Framingham now with the ball. Allie Regan with the ball. Sends it over to her left. Finds Grace Hanna. Hanna looks around. Into the paint. Takes 2 steps. No good. Hits the side of the backboard. And it's going to go all the way to the other side. And it's going to be out of bounds. And it's going to be last touched by Steffi Regan. It's going to be Wellesley ball. Inside now, pushing inside, Shea Welburn sends it out to her sister, Shannon Welburn, looks to her left, she finds Avery Moore, back to Welburn, shot from 3, no good, rebound, and Nina Edwards for Framingham collecting that one. Now Galvani, one of the top 3-point shooters on Framingham, sends it over to Allie Regan, wide open, but it's blocked in the paint by the Raiders, and now the other way. Now, number 3 for Wellesley. Shannon Welburn blocked, and it comes back the other side now. Steffi Regan sends it to Grace Hanna, nearly intercepted by Wellesley. Grace Hanna drives in, and it's fouled. Great back and forth play here to start early in this first quarter. Something to be expected. Both really good teams in this Bay State Conference.
Flyers are still scoreless after 2.5 minutes. Something we saw in the Walpole game where they had these stretches where they went scoreless. And,
similar to that game against as well Shrewsbury in the
really
tournament too. Framingham struggling to get on the board early at home as the first one.
The ice is broken.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, getting on that board early is really what Framingham needs to do in order to win these games and not let these teams get ahead early, because Framingham's not really used to playing behind, and whenever they fall behind early, they tend to struggle trying to catch up. As the second free throw from Grace Hanna, she makes 2 of 2, and the score now 3-2. Wellesley leads, 5:33 to go. Nina Edwards on the rebound. Grace Hanna looks around, looks to her left. She finds Allie Regan, blocked on the pass, collected by Galvani now. Galvani at the top of the 3, looks to on her left. Grace Hanna inside the paint to Allie Regan, and it's good. Allie Regan, the city junior captain, gets her first 2 points, and Framingham's back on top. First lead of the day for the Flyers. Shannon Welburn inside the paint, fouled on the shot. Shay Welburn's going to go to the line. She's going to shoot for 2. Looking for the first shot for Shay Welburn is good. And it's tied at 4. And 2 for Wellesley as the Wellesley Raiders regain the lead, 5-4 now. Regan now finds on her left side Nina Edwards. Nina Edwards just outside 3-point range, driving in with her right hand. Stops outside to Galvani in the corner, mishandles the ball, finds an opening, shot mid-range, no good, just barely goes outside. And it's going to be last, got a great save by Shannon Welburn to be last, touched by Grace Hanna and out of bounds. Wellesley ball. 4:31 to go. And we're back here. Avery Moore passing it over to Gerard. Gerard outside from the corner. Yes, it's good. Shay Welburn drains it from 3-point range. She's got 5 points. And Wellesley increases their lead now to 4. 8-4 now. The Wellesley Raiders lead the Flyers, and it's taken away. And a foul on by Grace Hanna. Flyers now going to be in with foul trouble now. 4 fouls, 1 to go. And the Wellesley able to get in the bonus less than halfway into this game. They just need 1 more foul to get into that, to shoot free throws in every foul. That could be big for Framingham. Shay Welburn now inside the paint to Battagliano. Shot, no good. Rebounded by Shay Welburn. Looks around, outside, fakes the shot. Moore gets blocked or gets the ball taken away.
Nice block by Nina Edwards.
Yeah, Nina Edwards with a great block there on the ensuing, or on the other way now. Steffi Regan under the baseline to Regan, her sister. The mid-range, it's good. Allie Regan. 4 points. 4 points now for Allie Regan. 8-6 now. Shannon Welburn. Welburn outside. Inside the paint to Battaglino. Shot from 3, no good on the back of the rim. And it's going to be rebounded by Framingham. Junior captain Allie Regan now at the middle of the court. Grace Hanna looks around now, trying to find something. Finds Galvani wide open in the 3-point range. Step back 3, no good, it's short. And on the other way now, Wellesley. Shot from Welburn, no good. Rebounded by Battaglino. She gets fouled on the shot, and Framingham now is in foul trouble with 5 fouls now. Wellesley gets into the bonus.
5 fouls already on Framingham.
Yeah.
Both teams seem a little out of sync on their offense. Maybe it's the cold night here. They're just taking a while to warm up.
Yeah, and it was And it was nice, kind of a blizzard driving my way over here. Just getting here 30 minutes before it just started to. I think the forecast, predicted some rain, but it is snowing here in Framingham, Mass, and it is just another set of snow coming right after the big storm we got over the weekend. As Battaglino makes her first shot.
Weather outside is frightful, right? Yeah.
Oh,
but it's delightful in here with a nice crowd tonight.
Yeah, it's a really great crowd, even though
a lot of Wellesley supporters.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of viewers right now, 30 viewers on the live stream. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Of course, with the bad weather in Framingham, we always knew. I think we expected a little bit of an increase on the stream side, but we appreciate you guys tuning in for tonight's game. Framingham trails now by 3 with the ball. Grace Hanna to Galvani. Great passing, Bree Diaz. Diaz gets the ball taken away or just slapped out of her hands, but that's going to be a foul on Shea Welburn. And I think that was a pretty easy foul to call.
Still non-shooting, only 3 fouls on Wellesley.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, this is Wellesley making some subs now as Framingham also has a few of their players who started on the bench in the game now. With the ball now, Ellie Regan inside to Galvani. And, what a chance there from Galvani.
He's had 2 shots go in and out now.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been an incredible acrobatic play by Galvani. That goes right over the hoop on the layup. And Grace Hanna now on the ensuing drive for Framingham. Now Regan, and bounce pass intended for Rabinovitz, no good. Driving now, Shannon Welburn, gonna go with the layup, blocked, rebound by Battaglino, and it's good. Battaglino now with 5 points and a timeout called by Framingham. 11-6 the score, 2:03 to go in the first quarter. What have we seen so far? I mean, both teams coming out with their offense.
Yeah, the Flyers only 6 points in 6 minutes. That's a little below their usual pace. Their shooting's just been challenged, and they seem just a little off, although Galvani had 2 shots that just rolled in. They were halfway down and bounced out. It was
Yeah, and they, Framingham has kind of struggled as of late. They've lost 2 of their last 3 games. So they lost to Shrewsbury, and they also lost to Walpole the other night, a really great Walpole team. One of the players on Walpole scored 31 points in that game, which is something that we had never seen before, at least in the college or high school level.
Yeah, that was no disgrace losing to Walpole. The Flyers were actually ahead at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah.
And they rallied. Galvani hit 3 threes in the fourth period that made the score a little closer. They got it under 10 late, but they just didn't have enough firepower to match Walpole.
Yeah, in those 2 losses, Framingham currently sits at 6-2 overall this season, 3-2 at home, and they've lost 2 games at home. They're undefeated on the road. Now, the issue, or I would say the struggle for Framingham is, we talked about in the beginning of this quarter is, getting out early. And when a team like Framingham, they give up points early, they got to play catch up, and Framingham's not used to playing catch up as they're normally ahead in those games. And you'd rather be mustard than catching up.
Well, they've had some big wins. They had a big win over Newton North.
Yeah.
And they also handled Brookline and Natick quite easily.
Back off of the Framingham timeout. Regan driving in with her right hand. No good on a shot. Rebounded by Battaglino for Wellesley. Passing it over to Shannon Welburn. Welburn dribbles in her right. Finds more outside. Still looking for something. Hook shot. It's good. And Gianna Clark and Maria makes the shot for Wellesley. Framingham now. Diaz outside to Regan. To Galvani.
Zoe Rabinovitz is in now for the Flyers.
Yeah, it's a huge. Rabinovitz was huge, and while Galvani was out a few weeks ago, and she stepped up and brought the Flyers, continued their great shot by Bree Diaz. It's good. Bree Diaz with a great shot from the 3-point, and it's good. Now Wellesley trying to respond off the 3-point play, or the 3-point shot from Framingham. Shot from the paint, it's good. All right, Battaglino with another set of points. Just under a minute to go in the first quarter now. Galvani to her right, Rabinovitz with the ball now. Inside the paint, and a foul is called on Wellesley. and it's going to be under the it's going to be at the baseline, inbounding for Framingham as Steffi Regan checks back in, subbing out for, it looks like to be, Steffi Regan's going to hop back out, and once I'm not really sure what's going on. I assume that they're going to give her free throws, which is why they're sending her back. Never mind. now they're making their subs now. Steffi Regan's going to come in for Grace Hanna on Framingham's side. And Allie Regan's going to inbound it for Framingham.
Still a non-shooting foul, yeah.
Regan now outside to Galvani now. Galvani with the ball, dribbling in her left. Now to her right. Dribbles to her right side. Shot from the three. No good. It's a little bit too much on that right side, and Wellesley's going to get the rebound. Shannon Welburn driving in. Oh, what a great shot and a chance from her. No good. Now Galvani responding on the other side. She's going to stop. Looked for the three. Didn't like it. Sent out. Bree Diaz with the ball. Bounce pass over to Steffi Regan. Steffi Regan almost get called on a travel there, but it's taken away back from Framingham. Galvani, she shoots from three. No good off the rebound. Rabinovitz, and it's a jump ball. We're going to see who's going to take it.
Galvani had a nice look on that one. I thought that was going in. She really squared up. She's been hassled on a lot of her other threes. That one she had really a nice setup, but again, just hit off the rim.
Yeah, and Framingham with an opportunity here with 6.5 seconds. Galvani, she shoots from three in the corner, no good. And that's going to do it for the end of the first quarter here at Framingham High School. The Wellesley Raiders, they lead the Framingham Flyers 15-9 at the end of the first quarter. Now, the Wellesley, they come into this game, as I looked on before the game and all their scores. Wellesley is currently at 3-1. Yeah,
in their last four, yeah.
In the total, they beat Natick, Wellesley, and Brookline, Wellesley has beaten Natick, Newton North, and Brookline. They haven't beaten themselves. Maybe they beat themselves when they played Norwell. And a close game that was, though, 51-47 on the 27. But you get three big wins in the Bay State Conference, and that's what's going to bring you to a Bay State Conference championship. Walpole with a chance to win 3 in a row this year. If they beat Wellesley again, they've already beaten Framingham once. Framingham sees Walpole once, same as Wellesley. But Framingham does see Wellesley twice this year, as they are in the in the division.
Walpole's in a different division, yeah.
Correct. It's I believe it's the Cary and the Herb. Yeah, Framingham's in the Cary division, and Wellesley, I believe, is in the Herbert division, or Herbart, I think is what it's called.
Taglino leading Wellesley with 7 points, and Allie Regan has 4 to lead the Flyers.
Yeah, and great, and both players have really just put their team on their back, and not necessarily putting their team on their back, but able to bring their teams to the amount of points they have in this game right now, and able to keep both teams in this game. Because when you look at it, Framingham and Wellesley are kind of neck and neck right now, but I think that at this point, Wellesley's getting the shots to go down. Framingham is not able to, but also Wellesley's playing really great defense, as well as Framingham. But now, they always say it's a make or miss league, and now we see back in action here in the second quarter. Welburn now with the ball, sounding it outside of the corner, inside to the paint. It's going to be taken away by Bree Diaz. Galvani now dribbling up the right side of the court, sends it inside the paint to Allie Regan. No good on the shot. She's going to get fouled. She is going to go to the line for 2 shots.
Very alert pass by Galvani. She and Regan have quite a camaraderie as co-captains, and they seem to play very well together. I've been impressed with their coordination between the two of them in the games I've seen.
Yeah, and Galvani has been on at least a varsity player ever since I graduated in 22, and Galvani was a huge part of the team then, and I believe she was a starter, and she was draining threes ever since she was a sophomore at Framingham High School. Both shots for Regan are going to go down, and Regan continuing to tear up this court now for Framingham. Shannon Welburn, she's with the ball now for Wellesley. Looking to the corner. Just inside, back over to Shannon Welburn. Spins around. Looking for a shot and a foul. She's going to get called for a charge. And a great play by Grace Hanna. And the offensive foul on Wellesley. Already
charging, yeah.
Yeah, already 2 fouls within the first minute of the second quarter. Wellesley's got to watch out on those watch out for the fouls. Back here, Regan with the ball. Allie Regan driving up the center of the court. Ball in her right hand. Still looking around for a shot. Back to her left outside to Grace Hanna. Grace Hanna now. Back to Galvani, wide open from three. No good. And rebounded by Shannon Welburn. Welburn now outside to Ganaya. I don't know how to say that. I think it's a Greek. I think it's a Greek name. I don't know how to. I'm gonna have to pronounce that. Apologies.
Gianarchius.
Gianarchius.
Let's go with that.
Gianarchius. Apologies if I'm saying that name wrong.
Maria.
Yeah, Maria Ganaya. Apologies on the
Freshman. She's a freshman.
Yeah, freshman, and she's already tearing up the court. And a foul is going to be called on Caroline Galvani, I believe, on a moving screen. Look at it on my replay monitor, I guess. Yeah, it's going to be a foul there on the screen. And back with the ball now is Shannon Welburn for the Wellesley Raiders. Looking outside to Moore. Moore sends it over to Mackey. Back with the ball, Shannon Welburn. Welburn looks around, finds Moore, but it's going to go out of her hands. Keeps it inbound, so it doesn't get called for a backcourt. Back to Welburn. She shoots from three. No good. Rebounded by Framingham, but it's going to be slip out of the hands. And it's going to be Wellesley ball. Subs come in for Framingham. Rabinovitz is going to sub in for Grace Hanna. 15-11 now the score. Shot from three. It's good. What a shot from the three-point arc. As Shannon Welburn gets her first points. Back with the ball. Steffi Regan is going to draw a foul off of... Yeah, it's going to be a foul on Wellesley. Wellesley now with 3 fouls, 2 minutes into this quarter. Galvani now looks around, shoots, gets a nice high pass to Rabinovitz. She hands it off to Regan. Regan over to Steffi Regan in the corner. It's good on the right hand layup. And it's going to be Wellesley ball now. Wellesley shot from the three-point arc. More no good. Rebounded by Wellesley. Back over to Welburn. Shot from the three. No good. Rebounded by... It's going to be Galvani, and it's going to be a foul on Wellesley. Wellesley now with 4 fouls.
Both teams having trouble shooting threes. Framingham's made 1, and Wellesley has made 2. But
yeah.
There's been a lot of attempts.
I mean, a three-point shot is one of the hardest shots in basketball. I mean, straight up, it has to be very accurate. And,
it's tough when you challenge. If you can square up, it's a much easier shot.
100%. And the timeout's called by Framingham. And it's
probably needed.
Yeah, definitely needed timeout here. Is Framingham with 5:31 to go in the second quarter. Same to go in the second half, or the first half rather, and Wellesley leads Framingham 18-13. Yeah, you just look at the talent, and it's both sides have incredible talent. And to see a team like Wellesley have that reputation and tear up the floor against Framingham is something that's unexpected every once in a while. Rabinovitz now with the ball inside to Regan on the layup. It's good out of Regan. With another set of points. She's got it on the night. Now with the ball is Avery Moore, one of the captains on this Raiders team. It's almost taken away by Bree Diaz, but Moore able to hold on to it. Shot from the three, no good. A little bit too much on that shot, and rebounded by Steffi Regan. Steffi Regan over to Allie Regan. She shoots from three, no good. A little too much on the shot. Able to keep it in is Rabinovitz.
Nice save by Rabinovitz.
And able to also keep it in is Galvani, and it's going to be a backcourt violation on Framingham. An excellent effort there to keep it in. But it's just going to be a little too much on that pass to keep it in. It's going to be Wellesley ball.
I've been impressed by Bree Diaz's hustle. She seems to be all over the place. She's been a disruptor on the Wellesley side.
And in basketball,
there she goes. Almost got another steal.
In basketball, you talk about you want these tall players, but Bree Diaz is small, but she does a lot. She's fast and she's quick, and she almost got a steal there, but she's actually going to get called for that foul. And it's going to be another foul on Framingham. Framingham's going to get their second foul of the quarter.
Wellesley has 4 fouls. It could be an opportunity for Framingham if they can get some more foul calls.
Giannakarkis now. Or Giannakarkis. I think I said that. Hopefully correct. There is Badaglino now outside to now still Wellesley with the ball. Looking for a play. Almost taken away. Thornton. Outside shot from 3. No good. Rebounded Galvani. Galvani now. Left-right dribble. Off the court at the logo now. Looking to her right. She finds Bree Diaz. Diaz dribbles in her left. Outside to Ali Regan. Fakes the three-point shot. Was Galvani outside the 3 or outside the corner. It's going to be rebounded by Steffi Regan. And she's able to come down with the rebound. And Steffi Regan.
She used her height to advantage on that one. She had good control on the rebound and nicely put back.
Yeah, and Steffi Regan's only a freshman for this Framingham team, and she has already torn up this floor this season for Framingham. And no travel's called. Framingham players wanted to travel, but Framingham still comes up with the ball as Galvani drives into the paint and almost makes the layup, and it's going to go into the hands of Avery Moore. Moore now sends it to her left. Oh, what a move. And still with the ball, Wellesley. And bounce pass to Moore. Outside to Badaglino, and it's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to be Framingham ball. And 2 subs are going to come in as Shea Welburn is going to come in, as well as number 24, Laura Giroud, for Wellesley, the co-captain of this Wellesley squad.
Framingham seems to have really tightened up their defense. Wellesley's been sitting on 18 for a while here.
Yeah, Wellesley's had a lead since midway through that second quarter, and Framingham's trying to getting that momentum back. Is Ali Regan outside to Galvani. Galvani to Bree Diaz. A lot of movement outside of the three-point arc. Is pushing inside. Was Ali Regan unable to make the shot there. Wellesley still with the ball. Over to Shea Welburn. Welburn going outside to Moore. To Welburn again. She shoots it. Mid-range, no good. Looking to keep it in. It's going to go out of bounds. Framingham ball. Framingham's going to have some subs. Bree Diaz is going to come out as Grace Hanna hops in.
Flyers have had 3 chances to take the lead here. Maybe this will be the lucky one.
And Regan to her left. Rabinovitz still with the ball. Framingham looking to tie this game up or take a lead here. Fakes the look, looks at the three-point shot. No, does not take it. Grace Hanna now. Rabinovitz moves around. Shot for mid-range. Rebounded by Steffi Regan. And she turns it. Framingham gets their lead back in this game. Been a back and forth game. Wellesley took a larger lead
6
early.
6 points for Stephanie Regan.
Yeah, Steffi Regan clutching for this Framingham team.
Being an inside force.
Yeah, she's only a freshman. We talked about this earlier. Freshman player, impact player for this Framingham team is
Badaglino again.
Badaglino able to get another 2 points for Wellesley. Back on top is Wellesley. Shot from the three-point arc in the corner, no good. And it goes on top of the rim and out of bounds. A great chance there from the corner for the Flyers, but unable to go down. 1:25 to go in the first half. And a chance for both teams to come into the halftime with some momentum. Looking now, bounce pass outside, wide open from 3 is Shea Welburn, no good. Rebounded by Galvani of Framingham. Galvani bounce pass to Grace Hanna. Hanna now dribbles in her right hand. To Rabinovitz, shot from the mid-range, and it's good. What a shot by Zoe Rabinovitz, the junior. The Framingham junior. 50 seconds to go in this first half. Looks around still. Laura Giroud shot, no good. Grace Hanna met with 2 Wellesley players able to hold on to it. Grace Hanna now driving up court at the logo. Passes it over to Ali Regan. Ali Regan, she shoots it from mid-range, no good. Rebounded by Wellesley, but taken away by Steffi Regan. And Ali Regan misses the mid-range shot. Rebounded by Wellesley. Rebounded, ball's moving all over the place. And it's able to come back into the hands of Wellesley. And 16 seconds to go as Moore passes it over to Shea Wilburn. And she's going to get called for an and one. Going to the line now. As she is going to get... She's going to... she made the shot. She's going to go to the line for and one.
That's for a 3-point play.
Yeah, a chance for a 3-point play to go up by 2 points.
Just under 12 seconds left. One more good possession for the Flyers.
And this is huge for Framingham. As Engholm comes in, subbing out for Steffi Regan. Shot is up and it's no good. Rebounded by Wellesley. 11 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Badaglino is going to get the pass over. 2 more and she makes it for 2. We got less than a minute to go. The second no good on the mid-range shot. And Wellesley's going to go into the half with some momentum, up by 3. And we got 16 minutes to go. Welcome back to Framingham High School. The Wellesley Raiders currently lead the Framingham Flyers 24-21 as we enter the final 16 minutes here at Framingham High School. We got 30 seconds now to go, and there's going to be a lot to happen in the second quarter, or the second half. Dave, what can we expect in the second half?
It got very competitive at the end of the first half. Framingham seemed to come a little bit alive. I just was noticing, though, that 3 of the Framingham's leading scorers usually, Galvani, Nina Edwards, and Grace Hanna, only have a collective 2 points between them. And those were the 2 free throws that Grace Hanna made to start the game off of. So I look for the 3 of them to get on track in the second half, and I think if that can happen, the Flyers will be in great shape.
And yeah, I mean, both teams are going to have a huge push. I would say it's not a must-win yet. We're not a must-win scenario, but you have to be over 500 to make the MIAA tournament. And Framingham seems like they're going to be well over 500 if they can continue to be successful as they are as we get underway here for the second half. Is Steffi Regan with the ball. Outside to Galvani. Looks for a 3. No good. Does not end up shooting it. Back to Allie Regan. Regan outside to Grace Hanna. Hanna now driving over the left. Hands it off to Steffi Regan into the paint. No good. Rebound by Grace Hanna outside to the 3. Shot from mid-range. No good. Rebound by Wellesley. Wellesley with the ball now. Shea Wilburn sends it outside to her sister Shannon, who goes for the layup. No good. And it's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to be Wellesley ball under the basket. 7:24 to go in the third quarter. As the scoreboard has not changed the quarter to the third yet, but at least on that end. But and we are back. Framingham now with the ball. Grace Hanna. Hanna sends it over to Steffi Regan. Steffi Regan. Great pass to Nina Edwards, driving into the lane. It's good. Nina Edwards getting her first points of the game here. And we talked about over the intermission. We haven't really seen much of Nina Edwards in this game, but there we go as she gets her first points, and we can only expect she's going to get more rebounds and more points, especially assists in this game too.
Right.
As with the ball now, Galvani. Not Galvani. Now Galvani has the ball. Galvani gets it poked away inside the paint to Allie Regan. Almost taken away from her, and she shoots it. Rebounded by Wellesley, and a great outlet pass to Shea Wilburn, who gets another set of 2 points as Wellesley is back up by 3. Hanna for Framingham, passing it over to Galvani. Galvani stands still, looks around. Bounce pass over to Regan, to Grace Hanna now. Hanna guarded by Moore. Still shot, no shot by Nina Edwards, just outside 3. Steffi Regan, shot from outside, shot rebounded by Grace Hanna. And it's good. Grace Hanna now with 4 points. As Framingham seems like they're trying to get back into this game, and they're doing so fairly well, only down by a point. Just outside the paint now was Badaglino. Now driving into the lane was Moore now with the shot from three as well. Burn, it's no good. Rebound by Gerard, and it's good. The captain now with 3 points puts Wellesley back up by 3. Galvani shot from the 3, no good. Rebounded by Hannah. Hannah still looking. Outside pass, wide open. Ali Regan, no good. Steffi Regan with the rebound, no good. Shot is going to be rebounded by Wellesley. Bounce pass to. It's going to be Welburn to Welburn. Connection there. It's going to be a foul on Framingham. And it's a great way. I'm very impressed with the way that both sides have come into this half out looking for points, and they've proved that they are the top teams in the state.
Flyers seem to be a little more deliberate on offense in the second half here. It seems to be paying off. They're a little helter-skelter, I thought, in the first half. Probably driven by the Wellesley defense. But
first shot, no good.
They've had some good looks here in the second half.
And the second shot is about to go up and away for Wellesley as the second one is up and it's no good. Rebounded by Wellesley, no good. Rebounded by Nina Edwards of Framingham. Hannah now driving up the left side of the court, past half court. Looking to her left, does not find a good angle to give it over. As Rabinovitz bounce pass to Galvani at the top of the key. Now Hannah driving into the lane and the paint, and a beautiful layup by Grace Hannah as she brings Framingham within a point. Back and forth game, 1 point differential, then 3 is when Wellesley scores.
Grace Hannah's being a force here in the second half already. She took 2 of them.
Yes, and a shot from the 3, no good. Rebound, 4 players under, and it's going to be Framingham ball as Wellesley and Framingham players fall. And Framingham with a chance to take a lead here. And a timeout is going to be called by Wellesley. And we've got just over 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. As you know, we've talked about throughout this third quarter, as both teams have come out strong. Very strong offense on both sides, especially defense too.
The Flyers look a little more organized in the second half, and Grace Hannah got 2 nice inside layups. Again, showing her force. The fact she didn't score in the first half was unusual because she usually is a force inside. And those 2 in the second half, I think, could be a good leading indicator. And Nina Edwards had a nice inside basket, too. So the 2 of them are establishing a little more force inside than what they had in the first half.
Yeah, and, both of these, we've talked about the way the Framingham, they have to come into this game scoring points early because they're playing a lot of catch-up. They're still down right now. They've barely held a lead throughout this throughout this game,
still a 1 point game though.
Yeah, it is a 1 point game, and Framingham has to continue to lock down on that defense, and it's going to be a key factor in this game as Wellesley. They had a chance to go up by 3, but missed both free throws. And Framingham now with a chance to try and get a lead back into this game. They're the third lead of the game now. This is a chance to get their third lead of the game. As Wellesley...
This has the feeling it's going to be back and forth right to the finish. So Stay with us, folks. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, and shout out to everyone watching at home on YouTube and on the FEC TV channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Andrew Reynolds alongside Dave Hornfisher. We have the call for this game as we get 4:10 to go. It is taken away by Wellesley. Inside the paint to Moore. No, excuse me. Not Moore. It's Battaglino. She shoots no good. Grace Hannah with the rebound for Framingham. Grace Hannah still with the ball. Hannah guarded by Moore. Looks around. Finds a nice pass over to Ali Regan. Over to Galvani now. Galvani still looking out inside to Rabinovitz. Rabinovitz still moving the ball around now. Bounce pass to Galvani, unable to get it.
That was almost a nice play.
It almost was a great play, but Wellesley with some great defense so far, and we've seen it throughout this game. And looks for the 3, no good. And it's going to be good on the layup. Driving in was Battaglino, and she now adds points to her resume. She's got 10. Or 11, excuse me. And 3:14 to go.
Yeah, she has pretty good size. I don't have her height on the program here, but she seems to be a force inside.
Yeah, this Wellesley team is huge. I've noticed how tall they've been. They got a lot of tall players on this Wellesley team and able to collect those rebounds. Bounce pass to Galvani inside the lane. Oh, just a little too much on that. And Rabinovich charging the other way for Framingham. Unable to get the block. That was a great play by Battaglino on the other responding side. Is able to drive it in as Wellesley back up by 5. Grace Hanna from 3. Grace Hanna with 3-pointer. What a shot from Grace Hanna from 3.
She got 7 in the third quarter.
Yeah, and Grace Hanna, just an incredible play all around. Only a sophomore on this Framingham squad.
Yeah, she's been aggressive on defense and as well as hitting those 3 shots. And she seemed to come out of the halftime with a renewed sense of purpose here.
Yeah, if you're a fan of either this Wellesley team or Framingham, especially Framingham, only one starter on this Framingham team outside of. I mean, you also have you have mostly juniors on this Framingham team. You have Regan on this team as well. The shot goes down. Zoe Rabinovich.
Well, that 5-point lead for Wellesley didn't last very long.
No, it did not. It's tie game now for Framingham. And a lot of younger players. I was going to say, a lot of younger players is rebound by Rabinovich. One of those juniors and those players are going to be able to come back next year for Framingham. A lot of returners coming back. Chris Hall good on the shot. Rebound. Oh, good. And it's going to be last touch by Wellesley.
Flyers are really hustling on that rebound. Great rebound by Allie Regan.
Hopefully I get a second to say what I was going to say for a second, but a lot of Framingham players are going to return next year, as not a lot of them are graduating this year. Same on the Wellesley side. I don't see any seniors on the program for Wellesley's roster. And Galvani was tempted to shoot the 3 there, but she holds back.
The Flyers lose Galvani and
pass to Hannah. Hannah's shooting from 3. No, good. Grace Hannah's been looking solid. Grace Hannah's been looking solid from the 3-point arc. She's been just barely missing as it goes in and out. But Wellesley going to try to respond and take their lead back. As with the ball now, Battaglino. Over still Wellesley with the ball now. Hand off to Shea Walburn. Walburn looking around. 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. And Battaglino trying to drive in. Inside the paint to Gerard, excuse me. And it's going to be tipped away by Grace Hanna. Hanna driving into the lane. Galvani almost shot a 3 there to Rabinovich. And at 41 seconds, Galvani from 3. Oh, good. Rebounded by Wellesley. And a great look there from Galvani. Does not land as Wellesley trying to break this tie now. Across the court from 3. No good. Rebounded by Grace Hanna of Framingham. Surrounded by 3 Wellesley players, and Framingham 2 downfield or down the court. And able to capitalize on that one. So Rabinovich and Grace Hanna had a huge quarter as they were able to get Framingham back into this game and back with the lead as 5 seconds to go in the third quarter. Shot from 3, no good. Rebounded by Wellesley, and the buzzer, Navita, no good. As Framingham able to crawl back into this game and lead by 2 points as we enter the final frame of action here at Framingham High School, as Framingham leads 34-32 at the end of the third quarter.
The Flyers go on a 7-0 run at the end of the quarter after falling behind by 5 to take a 2-point lead to the fourth and final quarter.
Yeah, and if you're head coach Christine Adet-Fiucarli, you're going to be happy with your team right now and the way that they have battled back and persevered back into this game. And you got to be, coaches all around that Framingham team. The Galvani coaches as well as Coach Lynette. They're happy with their Framingham team. Now on the other side, when you look at, Wellesley's head coach and their staff, they're probably telling their team, you got to buckle down on defense as Framingham's able to come right in. And
Flyers have got better shots in the third period.
Yes, 100%. And that last play by Zoe Rabinovich is something to note as well. You have 2 Flyers were able to come outside.
It's a great pass.
Yeah, it was a great look as well.
It's like a hockey breakaway.
Yeah, exactly. And four Wellesley Raiders were surrounding Grace Hanna on that rebound. And
I was really impressed with Grace Hanna in that third period.
Yeah.
She was a difference maker for the Flyers.
Oh, 100%. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that that's the case there. As Framingham's going to look to continue and hold on to their lead as we enter the fourth quarter of action here at Framingham High School. Framingham leads 34-32. And we've got 8 minutes to go here, folks. I'm Andrew Reynolds alongside Dame Horfisher with the call on the Framingham Girls Basketball YouTube channel as well as FEC TV. FEC TV, by the way, is a completely student-run program here at FHS as we have students running the cameras and the scoreboard for tonight's game. So shout out to the students as well as they put on a newscast every morning. And an early bird.
And a volunteer here from Access Framingham helping fill in on the announcing of the color.
Of course, I mean,
I was really excited to have some of these girls on my fan-to-fan show back a couple of weeks ago, which gets shown quite often.
And a shot from Grace Hanna, no good on the three-point shot. And it's gonna, I think it went out of bounds, and it's gonna be Wellesley ball.
That was a good look. That should have gone in.
And your show's on Access TV, Access Framingham, right?
Yes.
Awesome. I'm gonna have to look at that interview. Maybe I can get a little bit of insight on this team as well as some insight around Framingham. So, of course, shout out to Dave.
Yeah, it's shown on FEC too.
Oh, awesome.
As well. Yeah.
And a rebound from Wellesley, no good. And collected by Framingham. Grace Hanna going to drive up the court now for Framingham. Galvani holds the ball, waiting for reinforcement. Grace Hanna able to save the ball from potentially hitting me on the sidelines.
Thank you, Grace.
Thank you, Grace. Maybe my saving Grace there. Galvani from three, shot, it's no good, rebounded.
She has not had a shooting night tonight.
Galvani is one of the top 3-point shooters on this Framingham team. Unable to find some looks tonight, but still a key player in this Framingham comeback is a great layup by Shannon Welburn. It's going to come down, and she's going to get
Galvani has been all over the place defensively. She's really forcing the play a lot. I'm glad to see that she isn't letting her shooting frustration go into the rest of her game because she's a key part of this defense of disrupting.
Yeah, after a Framingham turnover, it's going to come into the hands of the Wellesley Raiders as Galvani is going to come out and Bree Diaz is going to come in for Framingham. 6:37 to go in the quarter. A very tight game. Game tied at 34. With 6:30 to go as Wellesley with the ball now. Over to Welburn. Shot from three. No good. Rebound by Wellesley. And it's going to be taken away by Bree Diaz. As Bree Diaz, we've talked about her. She's small, but she's fast and able to just sneak in those lanes and steal the ball. And she almost got a chance there for Framingham.
Yeah, she needs knee pads.
Yeah. I mean, she's a grinder.
She's been on the floor all over the mismatch in the center here.
Grace Framingham team driving into the lane. Oh, good on the layup, and Welburn is going to get called and draw a foul. She's going to go to the line for two. Shannon Welburn.
Diaz is a hustler. She was really boxing off Tara Battaglino, who must be probably 6 or 8 inches taller than her in the box there. But Wellesley fortunately didn't get the ball to her.
Yeah. I mean, the shot number one is going to be good for Shannon Welburn. She adds to her point total of the night, which is 6. As Nina Edwards going to come out as Zoe Rabinovitz is going to sub in. Shot number 2 from Shannon Welburn is up, and it is good. Shannon Welburn makes both free throws as Wellesley is back on top by 2. Rabinovitz looks around now, tipped away by Mackey, or not Mackey, it's Battaglino, and it's going to be able to come on some points on the other side. Is Shannon Welburn able to get some points in Wellesley?
I think the Flyers need a timeout here.
Yeah, if I'm the head coach of Framingham right now, I would call a timeout as Steffi Regan's going to get the ball poked away from her. And it is 5:46 to go.
Wellesley coach yelling out, "Don't gamble."
Yeah, exactly. And that's not taking risks when you're up by 4 at this point in the game is huge. You don't want to give Framingham 3 points, especially one of the star players with the ball right now, and another star player with the ball. But it's taken away by Wellesley and driving into the paint. is going to be Shannon Melbourne, and a great timeout there is called
I think the Flyers need that.
by Framingham and their coach.
Yeah, the Flyers are scoreless again here in 2.5 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and this is going to be a big timeout for Framingham. Framingham now only down by 6 now. We've had it tied and up by 1 point entering this fourth quarter, now trailing by 6 points.
These are going to be a couple of important possessions for the Flyers.
Yes, and
they've got to. Basketball is a game of runs, as often said, and the Raiders from Wellesley are on one right now, and the Flyers. That's a good timeout.
And I see that we're on TV right now, and I'd love to see it. Shout out to our camera people.
Nope, didn't go up.
No worries. I mean, this is a great. This is awesome being able to cover these games on FEC TV, and it's been an absolute blast doing it while I'm home for a break from college. And, it's awesome to do it as well with you, Dave, and get some color commentary.
I've enjoyed joining you for the last 2 games, and I'm going to be, after you go back to college, I'm going to be turned loose to do this, so I'm going to be an interesting experience.
Yeah,
so
of course. We got one more game together after this.
Yes, we do. Against Wachusett.
Yes, this has been a great game to do, and the next game, Framingham, they are going to take on a regional school. They're going to take on the team that actually Wellesley lost to in that quarterfinals. They're going to take on Wachusett, Wachusett Regional High School.
So they're a quality opponent.
Yeah, quality opponent. Wachusett actually destroyed Wellesley by at least 20 points in that quarterfinal game. As a shot from Stephanie Regan, no good. Rebounded by Grace. Hand off Framingham inside the paint. To Ribinovitz, no good on the rebound. No good on the rebound. Sean Wellesley's going to be able to take the ball away as Grace Hanna is going to go down. And the shot from Wellesley, no good. And able to come into the paint. And it's good as Wellesley now up by at least 8 now. As they get a chance to go up by potentially 10 points after this shooting foul. And
Grace Hanna seems to be in a little discomfort over there. She got hit below the stomach, below the belt.
And Galvani, I think, is going to come in to sub out for her. She looks to be.
I don't think so. Is the coach noticing it? She's got her back to the coach.
Galvani.
Oh, here she comes, yeah.
Is going to sub in for Grace Hanna while Grace Hanna tries to figure out what happened. Hopefully she comes back into this game. She was a huge part of this.
She is a hard-nosed player. Yeah. Every time I see the Flyers, I'm impressed with her.
And the second one is going to go down.
It did, yeah.
And Framingham now trails by 10 with just over 4 minutes to go here. A lot of time left for a comeback for Framingham. Galvani now gets the ball tipped from her on the pass intended for Rubinovich. She so collects the ball. Allie Regan into the lane. It's going to get fouled on the shot. And Regan is going to go to the line for 2. Shot number 1 from.
Flyers are being outshot 7-4 from the foul line.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Yeah, I mean, when you get outshot at the foul line, it's not it's one of the things that you have to watch out for and making sure that you get those free throws. And almost getting a rebound there off the both missed free throws by Allie Regan at the line. The shot from 3, a little too much on that one as Rubinovitz tries to get the control of the ball, and it's taken right away as Shea Wellburn of Wellesley with the ball. And inside the paint, taken away by Allie Regan. Bree Diaz on her right. Allie Regan's going to take it herself, and no good on the layup.
No foul.
And no foul.
Should have been a foul there.
And Stephanie Regan is going to get. It's going to be a foul on.
And he calls it the other way on Framingham, yeah.
Yeah, and Ian Edwards is going to come in for Framingham after this shot. We'll see who she subs out for, but Wellesley on about to be maybe a potentially 12-0 run.
The Flyers are scoreless in the first 4 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, this is not a good sign for Framingham. Well, it's a good sign for Framingham as Ian Edwards comes in and Zoe Benefits is out, as both players really great
Wellesley's on a
playmakers here.
13-point run.
Yeah.
Another one. She made them both, right?
And timeout Wellesley, and a chance to regroup on both sides. Wellesley leading by 12.
Wellesley outscoring Framingham 14-0 in the 4 minutes of the fourth quarter here. That's this is sort of a pattern that we saw a little bit in the Walpole game last week when the Flyers would go scoreless for these 3 or 4 minute periods at a time, and that's just not a path to victory.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a very momentum. It's a run based game. You know, when you have the momentum, you're more likely to score, right?
It's that way, yeah.
So
I guess that's a lesson in life for all of us. Isn't it?
Exactly. And you know, I think that right now, if you're head coach, Christina Ficarli of Framingham, you got to make sure that, you know, your players are getting. I think they got to make sure they're covering on that defense.
They may have to go into a full court press here.
Yeah.
They got to change something.
Yeah, I agree.
A 12-point lead all of a sudden. This game has been so close all night with a lot of lead changes, and I don't think the margin was never bigger than 5. But the last minute, it's opened up.
Yeah, it's good to see that Grace Hand is back on the back out of the. She took a step out of the gym and is back in, and is going to sit on the bench, and she's going to take a rest with 4:02 remaining, and there's no doubt we'll see a return from her within the next minute and a half. There's still a lot of time for a potential comeback for Framingham.
She may have had a bloody nose. She's got something in her nose.
Yeah, I think you might be right there. And it's going to be last touched by Framingham, and a turnover on the Flyers.
Now, here comes the full court press, I guess.
Yeah, the full court press is underway now. And I think that's the best way to run the defense at this point with 3:47 to go. Still with the ball. Shea Welburn looks around, almost gets the ball taken away from her. Steffi Regan nearly takes the ball out of her hands, and a shot from 3, no good from Wellesley. Allie Regan pushing up the court now, hands it off to Galvani. Galvani dribbles in her left, looks around to Nina Edwards on the layup, and she's going to go to the line for 2 on the shooting foul. And it's a big free throw opportunity for Framingham. Shot number 1 is up, and it is no good.
3 straight misses from the line for the Flyers now.
And a shot number 2 from Nina Edwards is up, and it is no good again. Rebounded by Wellesley. Nearly steps out of bounds. As Welburn still with the ball for Wellesley. Shannon Welburn outside to Shea Welburn. Back to Shannon Welburn. Welburn shoots from 3, no good, off the rim, rebounded by Wellesley. Outside to Shea Welburn, she shoots from 3, no good. Off the fingertips of Framingham and back into the hands of Wellesley. Shea Welburn with the ball. Looks around, finds a wide open Avery Moore. Bounce pass inside to Battaglino, and a great shot from Battaglino. She gets now 15.
She's got 15 points, yeah. She's been a force inside all night. She's been sort of a difference maker for and she's only a sophomore.
Yeah, a lot of these top players for Wellesley are scoring these points are sophomores and freshmen. The oldest player getting points in this game.
The 2 leading scorers are all sophomores.
Yeah, being the 2 captains. And a shot and chance number 2 at the line for Nina Edwards. She's back on the line. Shot is up, and it is no good. Just a little on that left side. Bree Diaz is going to come in, and I was right. Grace Hand is back in within a minute and a half.
There's one top player.
Yeah. And the second shot is up, and it is no good again.
6 straight free throw misses for the Flyers.
Yeah. Got to make sure got to make sure the Flyers can capitalize on those free throw chances. Those are going to be 3 points. As Framingham trails by 14. Shot from mid-range, no good. Rebound by Battaglino is good. She gets the layup, and she gets 2 points and a chance to go to the line for an extra and 1.
With only 2:20 to go, this is not looking good for the home team.
Not looking good for Framingham. As Framingham now with 4 fouls. As it could be good for some clock management, but not going to be the best interest for Framingham in the long run. His potential foul out is another rebound off a missed free throw by Wellesley. And it is going to be off and out of bounds. And Framingham ball as Bree Diaz hops right back into the game for Nina Edwards.
Well, this could be an all-time low for a quarter. The Flyers are still scoreless with 6 minutes gone in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's a good point. Framingham's not scored a point in this fourth quarter. So,
and Wellesley has 18, which is their biggest quarter of the game.
Yeah, I mean, one of the biggest unfortunate circumstances for Framingham is unable to score a point. Is Stephanie Regan trying to break that streak? No good on the layup. And it's going to go out of bounds and off the fingertips of Avery Moore and out of bounds. Framingham ball, timeout Framingham. With 2:03 to go, 16 points separates the Flyers and the Raiders. As they're going to try to draw up something here, some clock management.
18-0 run here in the fourth quarter. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Who would have expected that after those first three quarters? We're so competitive.
Yeah, especially that third quarter.
Yeah. The Flyers had their best quarter then.
Yeah, and the two sophomores of.
Three sophomores.
Three sophomores.
Yeah, the Wellburn sisters and Battaglino have scored all but 6 points for them. They've got 44 of Wellesley's 50 points.
And then on Framingham's side, Grace Hannah had an incredible third quarter, and Framingham still unable to get some points on the board. So chance now, try to get some points on the board and cut this lead. With 2 or 3.
Flyers were very pleased in their first few games. They were holding all their opponents under 40, and the coach even told me that was their goal, to keep the other team under 40. Well, you're under 40 tonight, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, staying under 40 points is not ideal for Framingham, as they've been able to crack 40 every single game this year, and it's going to be a big chance for each team to try and crack those scores.
Yeah, the Flyers had 68 against Brookline.
And back up in action now. Allie Regan get inbounded for Framingham. Grace Hannah with the ball now. Clock is back up and running. 2 to go in this last quarter of action. Galvani with the ball now. She shoots mid-range, no good. Rebounded, collected by Wellesley, and last touch by Wellesley. It's going to be Framingham ball. Grace Hannah inbounding it for Framingham now. Outside to Steffi Regan, hands off to Grace Hannah. Wellesley playing a lot of pressure on defense. Shot from 3. Galvani no good on the 3-point shot. Finding a wide open Avery Moore inside to Wellesley, still able to do it, and a great shot by Battaglino. She's now got 19 on the night. Hands it off to Bree Diaz. Diaz to Hannah. Really uses the ball, still gets the ball as it goes off of her feet and into the hands of Wellesley, but it's unable to be held by Wellesley, so it's going to be Framingham ball. 1:11 to go. Framingham still scoreless in the quarter. Galvani inbounds it to Bree Diaz. Galvani tries to get the ball back from Bree Diaz, unable to, and it's going to be a foul on Galvani. As it's going to be Wellesley in the bonus, and Wellesley's going to be able to shoot from 3 now. Gerard for the first shot is up and it's good. She's got 5. Trying to make it 6 now on the second shot as Wellesley sees Shannon Welburn and Tara Battaglino. Battaglino with a huge night tonight. They both are subbing out. And the Wellesley sideline is happy now as they Valley lead Framingham by 19 after a scoreless fourth quarter until potentially now as Ali Regan draws a foul and is going to go to the line. First shot for Regan is up, and it is good. Framingham able to get their first points of the quarter with just under a minute to go in the regulation. Allie Regan for the second shot. She gets it up, and it is good.
That's 10 for Allie Regan. She's the Flyers' leading scorer.
And no surprise there.
Grace Hanna has 9.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's been somewhat silent movies for the Flyers.
Yeah. I mean, they've had a really great game. The fourth quarter really is really was their Achilles heel in this game, as well as he was able to pull away and had a huge fourth quarter. Shot number 1 is up, and it is good.
Yeah, number 10, Jordan Sasiskis gets into the game here.
Yeah, and Framingham starters are going to come out as Maddie Gorney is also, Haiti Hohenstein's going to come in for the Flyers as well. And the shot number 2 is going to go up, and it is good from Welburn. And it's shot. Oh, it's going to be a great shot.
Jordan Sasiski doesn't get to play a lot. There's a lot of praise from her teammates.
And the senior as well.
A senior, right. That's really terrific. She probably should have been in earlier.
Yeah, making the first shot, 1-1 on the shot. Galvani trying to pressure on the side. And Wellesley still with the ball now. Welburn with the ball. Makes a move, 1 shot, 1 second to go on the shot clock, and the second to go, no good. Rebounded by Wellesley, shot clock is off, and it's going to be collected by Allie Regan. And she goes for the layup and gets it, Allie Regan, with 12 points as time expires here at Framingham High School. The Wellesley Raiders defeat the Flyers by 15 with a final score of 55-40. Here at Framingham High School, a really action-packed game up until the fourth quarter, where Wellesley was able to take the game away and really prevent the Flyers from scoring any points up until the last minute, where Framingham was able to get their 6 total points in the quarter in the last minute.
As someone once said, what a revolting development that fourth quarter turned into. This looked like it was going to be a nail-biter right to the finish, and the Flyers just ran out of gas, and Wellesley just turned it on with a 23-point fourth quarter.
And that'll do it here at Framingham High School. For FBC TV and the Framingham Girls Basketball Channel, I'm Andrew Reynolds alongside Dane Horfisher. Again, the final score 55-40 here at Framingham High School. We will see you next time as Wachusett Regional High School visits Framingham High School on the 16th of January. Will be my final game commentating as Dave's going to take over from there. And it'll be a sad day for me.
Well, you'll be off at Quinnipiac doing all kinds of bigger things, I'm sure.
Yes, of course. No, but I really enjoyed my time doing that. We get one last 36 minutes here to do it on the 16th. And that'll do it here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.